Okay, so now I washed my mixture. Once when I was done with my sweet potato mixture, I washed it so it's nice and clean. I'm going to remove my pinto bean mixture from the heat, and I'm just going to throw it into the second metal bowl that we got. Again, make sure you turn off the oven. And this one, I'm not going to lie, it is going to take a little longer to mash the pinto beans because they are small, and the masher is kind of big, but you know, it's really just going to be the easiest way. Like I said, I tried the hand mixer. It didn't work for me. You can try it yourself, you know, maybe it'll work for you. Maybe it's just the mixer that I have, I really don't know. Yes, it can be annoying to hand mash, and yes, you can cramp your hands, but there's no rule saying that you can't take breaks. So let's see if I can try and hurry this along just a little bit. Not cute. Let that be a lesson to you, my friends. Patience is a virtue. And again, like I said about just with the potatoes, you don't want it to be whipped. You want them to be mashed, and you definitely want there to be some texture to the pinto beans, just because you just want something to chew. If you couldn't tell already, this is kind of a little bit of a mushy meal. Because this is really all that it is. It's the sweet potato and the pinto bean mixture and cheese. I add lettuce on the side because we're going to be baking that later, but we'll get to that soon. But it's something to eat, and it's really good. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't lie to you because, to be completely honest, I was never a big sweet potato fan, and once I became a vegetarian, I wanted to venture out and I wanted to try newer things, and this is one of the first recipes that I stumbled upon, and I was like, well, I'll try it, you know, whatever. And let me tell you, I've been a vegetarian this time for about a month, and this is probably the 5th time that I've made this. It's just so good. No, actually I've been there for a little over a month, maybe like a month and a week, and this is still like the 5th or 6th time that I've made it. And it's really, really good. And the best part is the sweet potato really isn't overpowering. So if you really don't like sweet potato, it's not too bad. It's like you get the taste of the Mexican spices that we're going to be putting in, and the heat. A little bit of heat, not too much. Everything is really to taste. You can adjust it accordingly. And then at the very end of the bite, you get a little bit of the nice sweet potato taste, and it's just a nice little finish to your bite. Okay, and like I said, in real time, that took about 3 minutes, and that's what it looks like. Again, not too appetizing, but that's okay. Now, I'm going to add a teaspoon of this chili sauce. You can use chili powder, but you can find this chili sauce in Walmart. This is where we get it. But you can use chili powder. This sauce is really, really good, but you kind of have to take caution when you use it. It can be pretty hot. I used a teaspoon. See? I'm going to mix. I'm just going to throw that. Maybe I'll use a teaspoon and a quarter, because this is a lot that we're making. Next I'm going to use about a teaspoon of mustard. And don't worry, you're really not going to taste the mustard too much, because that's another thing that I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of mustard. But that's what the recipe called for, so I use it. I think it's just a flavor enhancer. This particular brand of mustard I'm using is Grey Poupon. But you can use, I'm sure you can use French's. It doesn't specify in the original recipe. Then what you're going to do is you're going to add some cilantro, again, to your liking. It's just a little bit of color, just for a little bit of taste, you know. So we're going to add a little bit of that. I like to add a lot, actually. It's one of my favorite spices. It's just a really good spice. And we're going to add about a teaspoon and a half roundabouts of soy sauce. And then, oops, I ran out of teaspoons. Nope, I found one. And then, let's see, where can I find it? Then we are going to add a little bit of cumin. It's just a staple for any really Mexican recipe, and I'm going to add about a teaspoon of it. It's a little more than a teaspoon. It's a real interesting smell over this bowl, I'm not going to lie, because you have all of the different flavors and all the different smells from the different spices and everything, so, oops. Make sure you remove the masher that you used, too. I totally forgot to do that. Believe it or not, that's not the first time that I've forgotten to do that. I'm going to take a wooden spoon, and we're just going to mix together our mixture. It smells good. And don't be afraid to try a little taste of it. Not bad. Not bad. It's good. First time in a long time that I've never actually had to add anything extra, so I'll take that as a success. Alright, so now your mixtures are done, which is great. And what I want you to do now is I want you to trot over to your oven and preheat it to 350 on bake. Because like I said, we're going to now bake our burritos. Okay, so here I have a cookie sheet, just a regular old cookie sheet, and I'm going to take some non-stick spray. I'm just going to do a little light spray because better safe than sorry. It won't add any it won't add any other flavors to anything. It's just kind of a precautionary to make sure that if something spills out, like cheese or whatever, that it's not going to mess up the pan or anything. Here I have some regular old burrito tortillas, rather. And what I'm going to do, some regular old tortillas. What I'm going to do is I'm going to layer the sweet potatoes and the pinto bean mixture now. But before I do that, I just want to get some cheese out of the refrigerator first. Here I just have a Fiesta blend of cheese. You can use any cheese that you want. I just wanted to kind of keep it in the realm of the meal. This particular blend has Monterey Jack, cheddar, queso, quesadilla, and asadero. So it sounds pretty good. It's going to be the first time that I've actually tried it. And we're just going to take spoonfuls of our sweet potato mixture and just slather it on our tortilla. You don't want too much unless you're the kind of person who really enjoys sweet potato. You don't want too much, especially seeing as we have more of our pinto bean mixture than we do our tortillas, than we have of our sweet potato. And then we're going to add our cheese. Again, just like everything really in this recipe, you can add as much or as little as you want. It really just depends on your personal taste. I add just a nice generous helping because, I don't know, it's good. It'll melt down, so it may look like a lot that I put on, but it's going to melt down and it really won't seem like too much in a little while once it melts down. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't know how to fold a burrito very well, so I kind of cheat. What I do is I just take a toothpick, I just unwrapped it, and I'm just going to fold the tortilla once at the bottom. I'm going to take the side and I'm going to fold it over like this, and take the other side and fold it over like this. And I'm going to take the toothpick and just kind of stab it just like that. Make sure that you get it on the other side of the tortilla like I just didn't. And then you know, it's just quick and easy, and that's just going an easier way to kind of keep everything closed and where it should be. So I'm going to finish up making my burritos now. Okay, so as you guys can see, the mixture that I prepared made about 6 burritos. If you have people coming over for dinner, if you just have a larger family, or if you maybe even want some leftovers, you can adjust accordingly. I'll make sure to post a link in the description box to tell you where I got the recipe. And the website's actually pretty nifty because you can just type in how many people you have or how many servings that you want, and it will automatically adjust how many or how much of the ingredients you need. So your oven should be preheated to 350 in case I forgot to mention that before. We're just going to pop our burritos into the oven for about 12 minutes. Now in that time, the burritos should warm through completely, the mixture and whatnot. The cheese should melt, and the tortillas should get nice, crispy, and golden brown. So, fingers crossed that everything works out right? Our burritos are done, so let's go and see if they look good. Burritos, they do look good. Thank God. Alright, so now I'm going to take a trivet because you never want to put a really hot pan directly on the surface. Rule of thumb. It's just how it is. We're going to take our burritos out of the oven, turn it off, take a look at them. Nom 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 nom. Alright guys, so that's my cooking show. That's the first episode of Alex's cooking show, or Cooking with Alex. I hope you're looking forward to more of them because I have a feeling that there will probably be quite a few more. So until then, happy eating!